Chapter 1. The Girl from Domrémy. The village of Domrémy nestled quietly beneath the mist of the Lorraine region near the border with Germany. It was a gentle and peaceful hamlet by a small stream where shepherd children ran over hills with handfuls of straw and carefree songs on their lips. But in the year 1412, the dark shadow of war had swept across Europe, and the fear of famine, plague, and death came knocking on every villager's door. Jeanne was born on a wintry day full of omens. Her mother, Isabelle Romy, was a devout woman, her father, Jacques d'Arc, a hard-working farmer. They were not wealthy, but their home overflowed with love. Jeanne, the fifth child among 7 siblings, showed signs of being different from an early age. While the other children played in the fields, Jeanne preferred to visit the church, listening quietly to the priest's sermons. She often gazed at the blue sky, watched the stars, and hummed hymns in a trembling voice. God speaks through thunder and stirs hearts with the heat of the day, Jeanne once whispered to her mother. Isabelle smiled, brushing back her daughter's hair. You remind me of a little saint I once dreamt about, she said softly. But beyond the village, war rampaged across France like fire dancing on silk. England and Burgundy battled like dragons encircling the throne of France. One by one, cities and strongholds fell into enemy hands, and King Charles VII was but a shadow on a throne yet to be anointed. Jeanne saw refugees arrive from faraway lands, their faces streaked with mud, their eyes heavy with fear. She offered bread to the wandering children, lifting her hand toward the sky. Tomorrow, she told them, there will be peace there. They stared at her, wide-eyed. She did not flinch, nor did she act like a foolish child. In a village that knew only wheat, sheep, and wine, Jeanne spent more and more time in the church. Though she had never learned to read, she memorized every word of the scriptures and the stories of saints. The elders of the village once said, "A girl from Domrémy will be chosen by God to become the torch that lights France." Most dismissed it as old tales, but some had seen the light in Jeanne's eyes. At times, when she walked through the fields, birds would circle above her as though drawn by a heavenly sign. But destiny waits for no one. When Jeanne was 13, as the snows thawed and spring leaned towards summer, she stood behind the church and heard a voice shimmer in the air. It was not a human voice. It echoed like a whisper from the ancient woods, like a call from deep within her soul. Jeanne, Jeanne, listen to me. She turned around, startled, dropping her basket of bread, her eyes dazed. In a pink-hued light, a figure appeared, tall, clad in golden armor, with wings as white as snow. I am Saint Michael. God has chosen you. You shall be the bell that awakens the sleeping nation. Jeanne trembled, collapsing to her knees. But in her heart there was no fear, only light and a deep, radiant peace.